EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today, it's a preseason matchup, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the LA Chargers. Men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway in Southern California.
Here we go. 52 blue. Red, yellow, ready.
They'll throw. Here's Rattler. Little short pass here to Hill. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Come on, stretch. 33, yellow. Real green. Ready?
Throwing is Rattler. That throw right side here going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Ready?
To the air is Rattler. Little short pass here to Hill. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 32-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Rattler working out of the gun. He gets it to Cooks. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And he is going to have the Saints first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Yellow, go. Black shot.
From the gun, here's Rattler. Open man left side. Shaheed has it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 21 yards away. And the Saints are on the board first here this afternoon.
The kick is good.
Point after, good by Groupie. And it's now a 7-0 game. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by
Julian Blackmon.
What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Yellow, 22. Hut, hut.
Toss wide side. This is Kamara. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the line.
51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
So they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Rattler off the bootleg.
And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Juwan Johnson, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Saints lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 45-yard line.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft.
And he'll get it out to midfield. It's a spot right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down. 1st and 10.
A run once more with Hampton.
And good penetration here. They'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9.
Back to throw here, Herbert.
Now this one finds McConkey.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Will go down as a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down. With his size coming out of the backfield, usually takes more than an arm tackle to get him down. That's why they like to get him involved in the passing game.
No doubt about it. You saw him running that angle route there and catching the ball. And with his size, not often thought to have hands, but we're hearing that more and more. Guys are doing a better job of catching the ball than any size coming out of the backfield, because they need to be a full part of the offense.
Allen's first catch, good for a first down.
Another Chargers first down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Play action. It's Herbert. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Chargers are back within a score. And a play fake down near the goal line here worked out well.
Anytime you can make them think that you're going to run the ball and go to that play action pass, you see the end result. Usually a touchdown.
Is that harder? Is the play fake harder to defend for the defense near the goal line or no? Because there's not as much room to work with.
It is harder because down near the goal line, you're thinking much more of a running play, especially if people run out big formations. So it is harder to defend.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Shuck out of the shotgun.
Man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Shuck now to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Getting the football to Davis on an out route.
And he's going to be out at the 45-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. That's complete. Lambert Smith.
It's time to give one credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from a defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Now it's Herbert. And the Saints pressure gets him. One down for a sack. Ryan Brzee fought in and got him down.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Davis. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Herbert.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Herbert. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give them credit. They knew that they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. They'll set up the screen to Hampton.
Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23.
Good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Herbert throwing again. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
Isaac Yianum in there to pick it.
And the Saints force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. To throw now, Shuck. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
To the air again. Here's Shuck.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on third down.
Throwing, Shuck. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Here comes the Saints punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Taking it about the 36. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back to that, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
A solid stiff arm. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Home troops right. Go.
Herbert now. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
At the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
Again, Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Chargers are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Hampton is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal.
Here's Herbert.
The 2-yard line.
And this is caught. He's got a touchdown, LA. A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Chargers have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at the 40.
To throw is Shuck.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to move that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Here's Shuck. They set up the screen to Miller. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
2-yard gain on the play.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener.
And this ball is not going to get to the 20. So this is going to be whistled dead, and the ball's going to be placed up at the 40-yard line. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10
at the 40.
They'll work inside here. Hampton.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And the big fella stumped that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Again, it's Hampton.
Nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Herbert going to give to Hampton.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
He was brought down by
now it's 2nd and 10.
A loss of a yard. Brings up
They'll try the air now with Herbert.
50-yard line.
Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Chargers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
That's caught at the line. And he'll get into the end zone. That gives his guys an 8-point lead.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
It's the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard, and while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
And they'll go with a ground attack here.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
And they'll run it here. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
They'll throw. Here's Shuck. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
And the Saints.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That's a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Award that tackle for loss to the linebacker, Denzel Perryman.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Now Shuck. We'll get that complete to Vele.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 22.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Saints have cut the lead back down to 2.
Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2.
The Saints will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And now he's going to go down. A big sack, and they're unable to tie it.
Saints 19.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And a quick throw here. That's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Play action. It's Herbert. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I haven't said it before, but I'm certainly saying it now. No one throws a prettier deep ball than Justin Herbert. This thing's on a rope, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Up the middle, it's Hampton. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. From the shotgun now, here's an inside deal. 2 yards on the pickup, it'll be 2nd down.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hip, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position.
You know we come through.
he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Officially, that will be marked down as just a 28-yard run. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. They'll give it up the middle to Miller.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes and carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Shuck now to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
From the gun on third down, here's Shuck. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense, but when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense.
Hayner to try it on fourth down. He's got his target. That's complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A big play there. 67 yards.
And the Saints use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth.
A big spot now for the Saints as they'll indeed go for 2.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Hayner will look to throw for this.
And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more.
Saints 27, Chargers 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Charger drive about to get going. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
Throw left side complete. That's Hampton. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 35. 23 yards, the final tally.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he stopped immediately there. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Loss of 1 brings up 3rd and 8.
Now it's Herbert. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. And he comes back with one complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy.
Result of the play.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll try and run some clock here with Miller. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
Throwing, Hayner.
And his throw here is incomplete.
Based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
And he'll find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Inside handoff now, Miller.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football. You can chew a little more time off the clock.
And remember, no overtime here in preseason. This offense hoping that's a moot issue as they try to finish this one off. Kendra Miller, 36 yards. And the Saints will add to their 4th quarter lead. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Groupie able to add the PAT.
And the lead now stands at 13. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
They juked him. And he returns this to the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Throwing, Herbert.
He'll buy some time running. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they take a knee.
What a change in this ball game in the fourth quarter, Charles. They just completely took over, and not only did they get the lead, they end up winning somewhat comfortably.
And when we spent time talking with them before the game, they made sure that we knew that they thought that they were the better team in this one, and they never lost that thought or lost that focus, and they played like it in the fourth quarter. That's how you author a late comeback and get a win.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Southern California, so long, everybody.
Symbol is I'm getting paid talking rap on the internet. Yeah, my name green, but I ain't crab, I be generous. LA to Virginia, I just sold my latest song. Japanese denim flying straight from Pond. Rolling out to Durban, mouth a pudding with some prawns. Then I fly out to Miami and I'm eating like a don. I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed the flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, not you. I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed the flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, that's a Ibiza.
Ibiza. Yeah, it's pronounced Ibiza, actually. What's the difference, man?
Ibiza, Ibiza, you won't see me in neither. Invited to the function, I don't go, I got amnesia. I'd rather be in Vegas at the Caesars. My winter out in Josie, not in Bali, cause it's cheaper. Switch it up. From Africa, home of rapper like LeBron, I'm a traveling man. LAX out to Baltimore, then landed in France. Play some shows out in Germany, then bought in Japan. See these raps take me everywhere, I go where I can. That's the multi-pass, homie, I ain't bumping that, Brody. In New York, posted up like some Timberlands, homie. So I go to Miami just for dinner.